In this video tutorial, I'm going to explain to you the installation and basic steps in using ColorLogic's CoLiPri 2.0. In addition, I will present the quality advantages using DeviceLink profiles for an RGB to CMYK conversion. For the installation of the plugin, you just need to open the Photoshop installation folder, navigate to the plugins folder and the filters folder, and just copy the plugin inside that filter folder. Now you need to restart Photoshop and open your files. In our case, we want to do an RGB to CMYK conversion, so we open up an RGB file. I will use one of the supplied RGB edit charts. I assign Adobe RGB in this case, and now we'll have in the filter menu the ColorLogic's CoLiPri filter available. I'm going to the register pane and load the license that I've got from my dealer. Load the license here, and as you can see, we have all, in this case, we have all options of the new CoLiPri 2.0 plugin available. All the multicolor features are available as well. For customers that have an older version 1.6 for example, they need to have an upgrade in order to use CoLiPri 2.0. So after having installed the license, I'm closing CoLiPri here, and I show you some nice little things that we've added in the new version. We are going to the action lists now and are able to add additional actions to Photoshop. So in the installation folder from CoLiPri, there is a sample action folder and a predefined action lists. Just double click this, and as you can see, the actions are directly loaded inside Photoshop's action list. We want to do an RGB to CMYK conversion, but before we do that, we are going here into the actions, and we set an anchor point here in that action and in here for assigning current document profile, and we are now taking this action for the conversion. So we are going and say start. At this point, CoLiPri allows us to load an RGB to CMYK profile. We want to do a conversion from Adobe RGB to ISO-coated, where I have a DeviceLink profile available already. I take that profile and I say start, and that's it already. I now assign the destination profile. This is very important, assigning the right profile to the converted files. So I'm doing this here, and now this image is converted. I want to show to you the quality advantages when converting this image with a DeviceLink profile compared to a conversion with normal printer profiles. Therefore, I go back with that file to the original Adobe RGB file, and I'm converting this image with an ICC profile for ISO-coated. I'm using ISO-coated profile. I can have a look which rendering intent I like best for this conversion, either the relative conversion or the perceptual conversion. As you can see here, the relative conversion using black point compensation gives more pleasing visual appearance than the perceptual one. So I choose the relative conversion in this case with black point compensation. And now I want to compare that image to my DeviceLink conversion that I have done before. I will open a file which I have used already. So in this case, as you can see here, I have two layers. The one layer is the ICC printer profile conversion, and the other layer is the DeviceLink conversion. And if I'm now toggling between the two layers, just have a look into the areas here for the full primary and secondary colors, into the area here, and in some other areas where I want to point you later to on. So this is the DeviceLink conversion, and as you can see here, we have very nice pure colors. And if you do the ICC conversion, you see those colors get a little bit muddy. In addition, this area here we lose a lot of definition here in the blue darker shadow area with the ICC conversion, whereas using the DeviceLink conversion, there's a lot of definition there, much more details can be seen. Another area of interest is the gray background. Let's have a look at the original gray file. If I set here an anchor point, we'll see that my LAB values of that area is AB00. That means it is completely neutral. After conversion, I expect that this neutrality is be kept. Now we want to look what happens in our converted files. I set an anchor point again, and as what we can see here, when we go to the LAB colors, is that with the DeviceLink profile, indeed, we have a 00, meaning it is completely neutral, whereas with the ICC conversion, you'll see it gets a little bluish tint inside. So it is not neutral anymore. So the DeviceLink conversion gets a much more pleasing look when we convert from RGB to CMYK. Thank you for your attention and have fun using ColorLogic's CoLiPri 2.0.